In the dappled light of a northern spring, a high, piercing whistle cuts through the silence of the awakening forest. It is a sound that signals a renewal, a homecoming. A pair of broad-winged hawks has returned. They slice through the cool air on wide, rounded wings, their movements a silent ballet against the budding canopy. After a winter spent thousands of kilometers to the south, an ancient instinct has guided them back to the very woods where they themselves were born. Their courtship is a breathtaking aerial display, a dance of swoops and circles that reaffirms their bond before the vital work of the season begins. They choose their sanctuary with care, a sturdy fork high in a mature oak or maple, a fortress of leaves and branches. The nest construction is a quiet masterpiece of instinct and engineering. The male snaps dry twigs from surrounding trees, delivering them to the female, who becomes the master architect. She meticulously weaves each piece into a compact, sturdy platform. But their work isn't finished. They line the cup of the nest with strips of bark and, most curiously, fresh green sprigs and leaves. This living lining is not for decoration. It serves a triple purpose. The fresh greens help to cushion the eggs. Their moisture provides humidity. And the aromatic compounds they release act as a natural insect repellent, keeping the nest clean and safe. In the dense secrecy of the high canopy, a new generation is about to begin. Soon, the female lays 2 to 3 chalky white eggs speckled with subtle blotches of brown. For nearly 4 weeks, she will dedicate herself to the patient act of incubation, a living shield against the elements. The male becomes the tireless provider. His body, compact and roughly the size of a crow, is perfectly designed for this world. His short, broad wings allow him to navigate the tight corridors between tree trunks with silent, agile precision. He hunts from a perch, a silent shadow, his vision many times sharper than our own, capable of detecting the slightest rustle in the leaf litter below. He returns with offerings, a small vole, a tree frog, or an unsuspecting snake, passing the meal to his mate with minimal fuss. This partnership, this quiet rhythm of shared responsibility, is the foundation upon which their family will be built. One by one, the chicks emerge, breaking free into a world of green light and shadow. At first, they are little more than helpless balls of white down, all beak and appetite. Their mother broods them, providing warmth and tearing their food into tiny, manageable pieces. As days turn into weeks, the down gives way to soft, brown juvenile feathers. They grow stronger, testing their legs, stretching their wings, and peering over the edge of their world with growing curiosity. By the 5th week, they are flapping with intent, mantling over food, and building the muscles that will soon carry them into the sky. The first flight, usually around the 6th week, is not a sudden departure, but a gradual exploration. Our young hawk, a female, takes a tentative leap from the nest to a nearby branch. It is a clumsy, exhilarating moment. For several more weeks, she and her siblings will remain close, their thin, insistent calls guiding their parents to deliver food as they master the art of flight and begin to learn the far more complex art of the hunt. She is a creature shaped by the forest. Her barred chest and earth-toned back are a cloak of invisibility, allowing her to dissolve against the texture of bark. Her boldly banded tail is not just for show. It is a sensitive rudder, flaring to brake, tilting to steer with whisper-quiet adjustments, and breaking up her silhouette when she is still. She learns that for a predator, stillness is a strategy. Patience is her greatest weapon. By the end of summer, she is a self-sufficient hunter, a silent and efficient master of her woodland home. As late summer deepens into autumn, a palpable change sweeps through the forest. The air grows crisp, the sun's arc lowers in the sky, and the leaves begin their slow burn from green to gold and crimson. A new, more powerful instinct begins to stir within the young hawk. It is a primal, ancient pull, a whisper encoded in her DNA. It is the call to migrate. Though she has never made this journey, and though her parents will not guide her, she knows she must leave. The abundant food of summer will soon vanish under a blanket of snow, and survival lies far to the south. This is the Great Autumn Gamble, a journey of thousands of kilometers over unfamiliar terrain, guided by forces she feels but does not consciously understand. On a cool September morning, she lifts from her perch, not with the powerful driving wingbeats of a hunt, but with a simple act of faith, leaning into the air and letting it carry her. She joins other broad-winged hawks, strangers united by the same purpose. They begin to circle, rising on an invisible column of warm air, a thermal, created by the sun-warmed earth below. Higher and higher they climb, with barely a flap of their wings. This spiraling flock is known as a kettle, a breathtaking spectacle that can contain dozens, hundreds, or even thousands of birds. From the ground, they look like a swirling vortex of life, a living cyclone ascending into the heavens. Once they reach the top of the thermal, they peel off, one by one, and begin a long, shallow glide southward, trading altitude for distance. They are conserving precious energy, traveling immense distances by harnessing the power of the sun and the sky. This is the secret to their incredible journey. They follow geographic features that reliably produce lift, like mountain ridges and coastlines, creating vast migratory highways in the sky. On a peak day, at a single hawkwatch location, observers have counted tens of thousands of broad-winged hawks streaming past in a single, unbelievable raptors. But how does a bird, hatched only a few months prior, know this route? How does she navigate this invisible map? The answer is a marvel of biology. She carries a compass within her. By day, she is thought to use the position of the sun to orient herself. But even on overcast days, or as dusk falls, she is not lost. She can sense the Earth's faint magnetic field, an internal guidance system that keeps her pointed toward her tropical destination. Day after day she travels, settling at dusk in a safe grove to roost, launching again as the morning sun warms the land and creates new thermals to ride. Her journey is not without peril. She must cross vast stretches of farmland, navigate sprawling cities, and face unpredictable weather. A sudden storm can ground her for days, forcing her to hunt for unfamiliar prey. Large bodies of water, which do not generate thermals, present a significant obstacle, forcing the migrating flocks to funnel along shorelines, creating even greater concentrations of birds. Yet she perseveres, driven by an instinct honed over millennia. The forests below her wings slowly change, from the familiar maples and oaks of her birth to the pines and palms of the subtropics. Finally, after weeks of travel, she arrives. The air is warm and humid, thick with the scent of damp earth and unfamiliar blossoms. She has traded the northern hardwoods for the dense, multi-layered canopy of a tropical rainforest. Here she will spend the winter. Her hunting style remains the same, a patient wait from a low perch followed by a swift, decisive drop. But her menu changes. She now preys on tree frogs, lizards, and large, dazzling insects. She is a silent guest in this vibrant world, her piercing whistle rarely heard, as drawing attention could attract larger resident predators. She is a living link, a single thread connecting two vastly different ecosystems, a testament to the interconnectedness of our planet. The health of the small woodlot where she was born is directly tied to the health of the rainforest that sustains her through the winter. When the light begins to shift once more, when the days in her southern home grow imperceptibly longer, the ancient call will sound again. The magnetic compass within her will reverse its polarity, and the sun's path will become a road leading north. She will ride the spring thermals back to the forest of her birth, ready to raise a new generation, completing a cycle of life that is as breathtaking in its scale as it is vital to the health of our world. From the intricate design of its nest to the celestial map it follows in the sky, the broad-winged hawk is a marvel of adaptation. Tell us in the comments which of its incredible traits or facts impressed you the most.